everyone, and welcome back to a brand new video, and welcome to round 5 of our Nico Hulkenberg career mode. Yes, we return this weekend here to the Jeddah Corniche and the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Now, of course, if you missed out on the last video from Bahrain, I would highly recommend going back and checking it out. We had a pretty good race from Sakir. Kind of one of those races where we maximised the results sensibly I could, despite a late race safety car bringing us a lot of drama right towards the very end. Take a look, though, at our World Championship. Max Verstappen, 23 points ahead of the ever-consistent Lewis Hamilton. Lewis, I would argue, is the only driver so far that has consistently done very well. Only one podium, but 3 fourth places as well, has meant that he's second overall. Lando Norris, though, got his first victory of the season. Now up to P3, they're ahead of Oscar Piastri and ourselves. But, I mean, you look up and down the order. Hamilton, Oscar, Russell, and Alonso, I believe, are the only drivers in your top 10 that have finished all 4 Grand Prix so far. Yuki Tsunoda has 3 DNFs to his name so far this campaign. So things have really not been going all too well for him as well there. Of course, if you're new and you're not already, please do consider dropping us a sub and also drop me a follow over on Twitch. That is where I tend to go live with all of these races as well. But yeah, without further ado though, let's get on with it here from the Jeddah Corniche. Beans on toast is a UK kind of thing. Absolutely. Hey, welcome in, Lightning McQueen. I hope you're doing well. Please, oh, thank God it's not raining. I mean, if it was raining in Saudi, I might cry. I mean, the chance of rain does go up again towards the end, but hopefully that won't affect things. The real Lightning McQueen. It might well be. How do we know? We don't know, chat. That's the thing.
By the Red Sea. Welcome everybody to Saudi Arabia. It's practice here today at the Jeddah Corniche Street Circuit.
Fish and chips before, and I enjoyed it. I'm going to grocery shop for dinner stuff this week tonight, so I might get the stuffed to try it, beans on toast. Do it, DX! Absolutely do it. Yeah, I did think about that, Dot. I might accidentally give you PTSD.
Okay, radio check. Radio check.
God, the Saudi fans love Formula 1. Screaming in my ear immediately. So, here then, I'm going to run a bit more wing. I feel like the car's going to need the stability.
We're going to be logging some extra data during this session.
Hey, Calstone, hope you're doing well, buddy. P5 in Bahrain. We did okay.
We'll just confirm they're performing to spec.
It was probably sensibly the result I deserved out there, so I'm going to take it. That all looks good, though. Right, let's get out. Let's do some laps. I could be Lando, you never know. Lando, if you're here, welcome on in. So like I said, chat, I do probably need to try and smash through this second race. I knew Bahrain would take us a little while, but I ideally need to be done in 2 hours. So hopefully Jeddah will be a fairly smooth affair. I mean, we probably should make Q3 though here. This is normally a track where the AI suck over 1 lap pace. But that being said, though, I might well bid it in qualifying. Hopefully not in the race. But obviously, where we're now running the full qualifying sessions, it does make these streams a little bit longer, which I had kind of forgot to factor in. But does often normally make as well Grand Prix a little bit more interesting, just because you sometimes do get a bit more of a shaken up grid. Right, I've got to be much more gentle on the tyres. It's going to be that corner as well that I'm not looking forward to. Yeah, the thing is, I'm not convinced we'll score a podium at Silverstone. Things will have to go really well for us, but where it's such a good track for the AI, I'm not optimistic. We have already had a win, though, so you know what? I'm calling it a success already. I don't know if we're going to be able to get a full purple score. I mean, I need the R&D, don't I? Oh, that corner as well is going to be lethal for track limits. There's just a couple of places around here that are horrible. Most of the corners are alright, but just a couple of them are terrible. What countries have I been to? Quite a few. In like Spain, Portugal, France, Belgium, Germany, Holland, technically. Obviously I live in the UK. Never been Northern Ireland, but I have been Australia. So, you know, there's that. Malta as well. Where did I finish in qualifying? I believe we qualified 7th? Or where am I qualifying this time round? I got no idea. I would hope for a good qualifying position here. What's my best qualifying result so far this season, chat? Was it 7th? Or did I do better somewhere else? I've been to Australia 3 times now. I've been very lucky. I've never been to the US. Oh, I can't. I basically feel like I'm driving like my grandma around here at the moment. And I'm just trying to make sure we get the delta where I need it. Trying to be nice and smooth on the steering. Don't get them track limits. That's close. Should be able to use a bit of battery though. It's like, how through there apparently do you lose so much? Like, what on earth am I doing wrong? What is basically a straight line? Well, there we go. That should be good. That should be purple. Is that going to be purple? Yes.
Test complete, and
Only
that was a really
just.
good
Wonderful.
job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that. Well done.
Yeah, I might be going to the US, not next year, the year after, but I got no idea, mate. Because that was meant to be Matt212's brother's birthday, but now we're not sure he wants to do it. Yeah, I've been to Europe, I've been to Asia. You can watch the Texas Grand Prix from that huge coated tower. It probably is where you'd want to be sat for the Grand Prix, or stood, I guess, for the Grand Prix. Because I assume you can basically see the entire track from there. Dinner tonight is stir-fry. Because Matt212 and I have got to go out not long after we have tea. So we just want like a quick and easy one that we know what we're doing. Hence why I need to get this stream done. In fairly good time. I mean, Jeddah again. It's a pretty quick Grand Prix, isn't it? Yeah, it's one of our standard meals. We will normally have it probably upwards of once a week, but it's healthy, which is good. It's better than, say, having a whole chocolate cake for tea once a week, I guess. Although that sounds potentially more enticing. Yeah, I'm not good with heights either. Never been a fan. My legs just go weak. Oh, the understeer through there, man. Oh, that is going to catch me out in the race, I tell you what. I have been recognised in public a couple of times. One of them was literally a few weeks before I left Sainsbury's. Someone came in and I was working on a till. And he kind of looked at me a couple of times and I kind of like looked at him normally. And he was like, "Do you make YouTube videos?" And I was like, "I might do." He was like, "I'm pretty certain I was watching one of your videos this morning." And I was like, "You might well have been." That was quite funny. I've had a couple more times as well where like people have recognised me and then like messaged me afterwards going, "Were you at such and such earlier on?" And then I did have one as well when I went to the British Touring Cars last year that was, wasn't it? I had a couple of pictures with a couple of people. That was good fun. Oh, you can't beat a steak dinner, surely. Surely a steak dinner is the way you want to be going. If the option's there. Although then again, sausage and mash is not a bad choice either. You can ruin it by overcooking. Yeah, that is also true. And I have made that mistake a couple of times. I think the best course of action is just give that corner a bit of leeway early on. Just try and ease up to it, get into a rhythm. But I mean, we're top of the pile at the moment, and I haven't even done my qualifying sim run, so this all bodes well, he says. Mac and cheese with crispy bacon and veg. Chat, this is going to be really controversial, and I already know that you guys are going to hate me for saying this. I don't know why, but I don't like mac and cheese. I like ham, I like cheese, I like pasta. Combine the three together, I just does not vibe. I don't know what it is. And even I find it weird because I should like mac and cheese. But there's just something about it that I just don't get on well with. It's really strange. I haven't even looked up because I'm going through the S's, but I can see messages coming in. Yeah, there you go. Even I find it odd that I don't like mac and cheese, but I'm just not a fan of mac and cheese. I love cheese, but yeah, it just does not work for me. Depends what mac and cheese. Unsubbing. I've only ever really had homemade mac and cheese. Like my mum used to make it when I was a kid. I don't mind carbonara. Oh, Matt. I mean, I appreciate the sport, buddy, but if you need to go to sleep, go to sleep. Well, there we go then. So far, practice program's running alright. I did the hopefully what will be the difficult one first. But trying to smash through, get some purples. Where am I finishing in qualifying? I reckon there's a 4th place lap in it. We'll wait and see, though. I mean, it depends kind of what the AI do, though, as well, doesn't it? You just never know what might happen in qualifying. Right, well, this is going to be our qualifying sim run. Let's see how the car feels. Do I need to make any setup tweaks? It's good on the brakes into turn 1. Better than I thought it would be. Walls. I will definitely hit the inside wall through turn 3. I know I say it every time I come back here, but I definitely will. That was scary. Back end tried to completely break free, but luckily just able to manage it with a bit of throttle. Oh, don't go down that wall. There's so much tyre wear so quickly. I mean, so far though, the important bit is we're smashing the delta. That's what I need to be doing. Seems like despite running slightly higher wing, we've still got good top end speed. Don't get enough track limits. I've gotta be better through there when we get into qualifying. I need to be down 2 gears but turning it in earlier. Otherwise I'm going to be leaving time on the table. Come on. Come on. Come on. There you go. 4/10 up by the end of it. That's not bad. Oh no, I'm going to mess this up now. Beautiful.
Program complete and a job well done. We got some excellent data with that.
I mean,
one,
3
so
purples.
come
That's
on
not
back to
bad.
the garage and I can take you through the numbers.
We'll take it. Good way to get through practice. And I guess now it's time for qualifying. Car performance, we are currently ranked 7th best overall. We've jumped Haas, Alpine, and V-Carb. But it's still pretty close down towards the bottom of the pack. So, currently fastest by 1.8 seconds in practice. And of course, I'm the only one that's done a real qualifying run.
And that's it. Practice is officially over. Until next time, goodbye.
I don't mind seafood. Fish isn't generally my favourite thing in the world, but like prawns I really love. And a few other bits and pieces like that. I don't think we're going to be able to do another upgrade before qualifying. But we're alright. I think it's time to get your predictions in though, chat, hopefully.
Welcome
Having
to
a
the
pizza for
Jeddah
early
Corniche,
lunch,
one of the
nice.
fastest circuits on the calendar. But let's see who will be fastest.
Get your
of
predictions
them
in
all.
then, people.
We're about to
If
set
you're
the
on
grid
Twitch, you can
for
bet
the
your noggins.
Saudi
If you're on
Arabian
YouTube,
Grand
Kick,
Prix.
TikTok,
Yes, it's
come to Twitch,
qualifying.
bet some noggins, or let me know in chat where you think we're going to qualify. Either way, let's try and do this thing. I reckon there's easily a top 10 in this car if we get the laps nailed. Getting the laps nailed, though, might not be easy.
Alright, give me a quick radio check, please. Radio check.
I mean, in theory, we might be able to get through to Q2 on just the set of mediums. I'm not optimistic, but it might be doable. P19, I'm going to stack it. Oh, I hope not. I will be a bit disappointed if I stack it in qualifying, but it has happened before. Well, that's what always annoys me as well, the fact you get put out immediately on overtake or hot lap mode. Oh, I'm going to be giving someone a slipstream, either to start their run or to finish it, I don't know. Or perhaps they're diving into the pit lane. Nope, I'm giving a Merc a nice run back to the line. You're welcome. Right, so this first lap then is a bit more about just trying to get a time on the board, make sure my eye is in, see what the grip is like around the circuit as well, and of course, obviously, see if we can make Q2. Oh, don't run wide. Don't let track limits catch us out. Couple of blends of throttle there, more than I wanted to, but a second up on Isaac Hajar through Sector 1. We have definitely got a quick car through that first sector, but that is normally where we're very good around here. The rest of the lap where the time kind of unfolds. Oh, just trying to avoid downshifting the extra gear. It's alright, but I think I'm using a bit too much battery as well so far. Can't afford to get away with using much overtake mode around here. Well, I said I wanted to turn in earlier. I think that was still a bit quicker than what I managed before, but still didn't feel great. Had to kind of second guess myself.
And we've been pushed down to P20.
Nico Hulkenberg. Come on. Alright, have I got enough to use a little bit on the run to the line? I think I do. I think that's alright. It's been an okay first lap. Oh, wall there. P5. Quicker than Hamilton and Russell on harder tyres. That's not a bad way to start, is it? Hopefully that'll be us straight through into Q2. Why do you have so few viewers? I don't know. People don't like me. Or perhaps I'm streaming at like an awkward time for a lot of people. But I do appreciate it, YS. I'd love to build up more viewers on Twitch. Zanexki, thank you for the follow, mate. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, that should be a safety through, shouldn't it? Unless there's like a huge push towards the end. I mean, Norris is rapid. Ooh, there we go. Some people did improve. So Norris goes fastest, 3/4 of a second clear of Tsunoda. Ocon goes third ahead of Russell. That's pretty good going. Piastri, Alonso, Behrman, Sainz, Hulkenberg, Hamilton inside your top 10. Oh, Bortoletto out by just 12 thousandths of a second. That's disappointing. The other four, though, not particularly surprising. Stroll, Doohan, and both of your V-carbs all out in Q1. Oh, I'm gutted for Bortoletto, man. He deserved that. Tobin Sock in B6, thank you for the follows. I hope you're doing well. The Moser R3 is a good starter wheel. Absolutely.
Okay, radio check, radio check.
Radio check.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a bottle job. We're gonna qualify well and then mess up the race. Don't know why I'm waiting so long. We may as well just get out there. I know what kind of times we're aiming for. Hey, thank you very much, BC.
Okay, we've been pushed down to P13.
This is realistic cars. It is 110 AI, strict track limits, and no assists. This is basically as difficult a career mode as I can make for myself on F125. Although we're no longer in the worst car. We very quickly got this Sauber up to not being the worst. Right, come on then. Let's go again. I reckon there's like a low 28 in this car. As long as we get that absolutely nailed. And now I've got to get used to having just a little bit more front end on the soft. If I can save myself a set of soft compound tyres for the race, that would be quite useful. Again, I'm kind of having to or like almost outbrake myself through the first part of the S's, just so I don't hit that outside wall. Oh, there you go. That's that lap gone, and I got not enough fuel. That's annoying. We'll go back out, we'll do another run on this set, and maybe we'll still make it through. I just thought then I might be running a bit too wide. That downshift probably didn't help us either. Probably just pushed the front end out a little bit more. Yep, still on that set. Let's go again. We've got enough time to do 2 runs. If needed. Just. And yeah, this might be a bit closer than I thought it was. If we mess up this second run, I'm going to have to dive into the pit lane immediately. Football is definitely coming home this time, surely. Right, come on then. We've got a nice clear track. Made a bit of a mistake first attempt, but hopefully now we'll be able to get that line a bit tidier through the S's. I was pretty much out of shape right from the get-go. Oh, that is so late on the brakes. Super late on the anchors there. Oh, only 5 minutes left on the clock, so yeah, if this lap isn't good, I'm going to have to bail out immediately. I'm basically going to have to decide in Sector 3 whether this is going to be my lap or not. We are a second up on Behrman in Sector 1. That's a good start. Purple through that first sector still, so there is clearly a lot of speed in the car. Oh, that was not good. That was not good. Come on, what's the gap to Behrman by the end of Sector 2? Oh, I've used way too much battery as well. I am messing this up. We're still on it. What am I doing, chat? I can't do a Bortoletto now and not get a run in.
We've dropped to P15.
Yeah, this is going to be one shot then. I know there's speed in the wagon. We're basically going to have to try and get back out there immediately. Oh, no. This is becoming a little bit uncomfortable. This is not what we need at the moment. The thing is, I know we can try and play it safe and still make Q3. But I was hoping we'd get through on one set of softs. And of course, the team now are going to mess around with everything. Not get us on the new tyres as quickly as I'd like. All that good stuff. Got to get a little bit of fuel in the wagon as well. As long as we head back out there with about 2:45 on the clock, we should be fine. Right, come on, team. 3 minutes left. That's fine. That's fine. We've got enough time. Let's go. Right. Focus. We can do this. I've messed up 2 runs. I've got fresh tyres. We can get the lap in. I know it's possible. This Sauber has got the speed. 55 seconds on the clock. Everybody is back out there for their final runs. We have just got to nail this. Will Matt make Q3 or will he bottle it? That is the question. Stakes are high. Right, go, go, go. I might have to really sweat this one. Just to make sure we get the lap in. It's alright through turn 1. Okay. I thought we were losing a wheel. That was super close on the inside. Oh, there we go. Purple again, though. Right, come on. We've done the hardest part. Don't use too much battery either. Don't waste it. Come on.
Right, that's us pushed down into
Just use
P15.
little splashes. So I don't know what time we're chasing. I think Hamilton's out, though. So disappointment for Lewis. Oh, tip it in nice and early. A little bit hesitant on the throttle on the exit. Purple sector 1, purple sector 2, though. So this lap is starting to come alive just a little bit. Surely there's nowhere I can mess it up now, though. He says. Could do a Verstappen. Oh, come on. Power down, power down, power down. There we go. Oh, the pressure got to us this time. But I think we're still going to make it through. 28-1. That's actually a pretty good lap. All things considered. P1! Okay. From 15th to 1st in Q2. And there we go, Esteban Ocon. I think he thought he was going to make it through there, but we will squeeze by. Admittedly fastest in the end. Lando Norris, though, both Red Bulls, both McLarens, both Williams, Russell, Alonso, Charles Leclerc, and myself into Q3. Now, all I've just got to do is replicate that lap time and try and make sure that we go fastest again. It's definitely in the car. The speed is real. I do know Concept 7. I rate Concept 7 quite a lot. He's a good guy. I like him.
Alright, let's have a quick radio check, please. Radio check.
Right, so how many sets of tyres? I think I've got 2 sets still, haven't I? So if we can get like a 27 out of it first time, we should be good. I was hoping we'd have 1 set of spare tyres. So I play this game on PC. But obviously, if we end up like P2 after the first run, then I might just have to go for it. We'll wait and see. Right, come on, let's find ours then. Oh. No idea who that is. Oh, it must be Leclerc, isn't it? Don't know if he's finishing a run or just starting a run or what, but either way, I'm going to try and give myself some slipstream. Thank you, Charles. I appreciate it. Oh, don't dive bomb me. Thank you. I say, this first run is just like trying to get a bit of a time on the board. But I want to have a good delta to chase. Whoa. I reckon if I absolutely nailed it, there's probably a mid-27 in it. Not with lines like that, though. Damn it! Now it's a one-shot. Yeah, I definitely can't stretch the fuel, can I? Yeah, we're not going to be able to stretch the fuel. I mean, we can take this set of tyres into the race. They've got 10% though on that front right. This is why I hate Jeddah. It's such a brutal track. It's so brutal. But we've got 1 chance now. What times have people done? So Oscar's done a 27.7. I might not be able to beat that anyway. I'll be happy if we get close to that, to be honest. But let's just give it a whirl. You might have had a decent slipstream on that run. The potential on the tyres is just how much wear has gone through them. So you don't really want to be on tyres much past 60%. Right, come on then. 1 chance. Even if we can just go second, I'd be quite happy. Oscar Piastri has got a brilliant lap time on the board. But we'll wait and see if we can get close. Do I put it all on the line? I think we've got to, haven't we? There's a chance for pole. You've kind of got to gamble it. But we also probably need to try and get a time on the board. 1 more opportunity. Oh, come on. Oh, look at that. Piastri 27.4. Not a chance I beat that. That is ridiculous by the Australian. Wall. Wall, track limits, everything's scary. you go. We navigated the S's that time. It's alright. I am in hot lap. I thought we might have only been in medium. Well, we still go purple through sector 1, but that is not where the AI are particularly good around here. It's going to be the rest of the lap. Just get the car rotated. Really got to try and pivot it in 5th gear. Line of least resistance down this back straight that isn't very straight. Whoa, oh, just about held onto her. That's probably the quickest line I've done through there all weekend. Might compromise myself a little bit of speed on the exit. And this is going to be a decent run. Oh, rotate to the apex, come on. Maybe not as early on the loud pedal as I should have been. Don't run out of battery on the run to the line. It is going to be 27.9. I don't know who improved right at the end. P2. I think sensibly that was all we could do there. I'm happy with that. We got into the 27s. That's what matters. But no way sensibly is there another half a second in that.
Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then.
Oh, I'm happy. I'm happy with that one. Oscar Piastri in a league of his own. But we saw that last weekend, and then he struggled in the race as well. Tsunoda goes quicker than Verstappen. There in P3, just ahead of George Charles Alonso, the aforementioned Dutchman. Albon, Norris, and Carlos Sainz. All there at the end of your top 10. So, Sainz had a bit of a struggle. But honestly, with one lap, one chance to deliver, to somehow end up on the front row, we're in a pretty good spot as we get ready for the race. I'm playing on PC. I know, 27.4, sorry. I might have said a 24. Trying to commentate and do a quali lap of Jeddah and see what times the AI have done is quite difficult. Yeah, I'll take that one. Rika as well, thank you for the follow. And it's not Riots. Thank you for the follow. Have we got any upgrades? I don't know if we got any cheap ones. Oh, yes, hello. I'll have a beam wing. Yeah, there you go. Wonderful. I mean, looking at that, performance-wise, we could be ahead of, like, Williams in terms of aero pretty soon. Chassis-wise, we should be ahead of Aston Martin pretty soon. Engine, we've already got a very good engine. Yeah, we're still just behind Ferrari. And durability, we are last by a huge margin. How bad is the durability on this car? Okay. Durability, though, luckily doesn't affect speed, so that's fine. Just means engine go bang more often. Take out Piastri and then hold everybody up to secure a win. Do you understand how difficult it is to try and hold up everybody at Jeddah? I would love to be able to do that. But I think if we can just keep up with Oscar early on, I'll be happy. Maybe Oscar and I can work a way to get away from everybody else. No, I think, yeah, Ferrari did a great job with Charles. I think Charles did a great job in Kota. To be able to stay where he was for as long as he did. The fact that 5 laps from the end, he's still in that battle with Lando was very good going.
We're here today on the shores of the Red Sea in the lower Hijaz Mountains to visit one of the newest circuits on the Formula One calendar. We're in Jeddah, home to what we all hope is going to be a thrilling Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. So let's take a look at the
Lando might have been able to get Max at the start and then hold him up.
As you can see, a number of challenging corners for the drivers to master here. We'll see just how much the teams have benefited from their time spent in practice this weekend. And like many street circuits, this track has the potential to punish drivers that get it wrong. Let's hope we avoid
that'll be me that gets it wrong.
Today.
That'll be me that definitely gets this one
how
wrong.
Our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Oscar Piastri lines up on pole position.
I mean, that's such a good lap by Oscar. 27.4 on what is basically a default car on this game is impressive.
Tsunoda, Russell, Charles Leclerc, and Fernando Alonso. Verstappen, Albon, Sainz, And Esteban Ocon.
I'm surprised Sainz struggled as
Gasly,
much as he did by the end there. Oh, someone's got grid pens. Is that Verstappen or Tsunoda?
And Bortoletto. Stroll.
I wasn't looking.
Liam Lawson.
Oh, Norris.
Norris.
Okay.
Behrman. And Isaac Hadjar.
So Norris then, he's one of my championship rivals.
That's it then. It's time to go racing.
Pool Diver, thank you for the follow.
Trackside for today's race.
I think Ferrari have found a bit of speed towards the end of the year.
Who needs no introduction, but I'll try
but all eyes have got to be on 2026.
Now, you're the racing driver in this partnership, so tell us about this racing driver. Put us in their shoes. How are they going to be feeling?
Well, you've got to be prepared, Crofty. Before you even step foot inside the car, you've got to know, you've got to have a pre-race game plan. You've watched videos before you get into the car of previous races gone by. You know where you have to place your car if X, Y, or Z happens in front of you or behind you. So having this clear game plan is absolutely essential before you get in the car.
There you go then. Wise words from Anthony Davidson as well, chat.
Okay, give me a quick radio check, please. Radio check.
Radio check.
When was the last time a Sauber started on the front row?
I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
When did that last happen? A Sauber car on the front row of a grid. I'm trying to think, chat. I feel like there's been one more recently than I'm remembering. But when was the last time a Sauber got a front row start? Because it must have been still quite a while. I mean, yeah, everybody should be on the one stop today. Medium to hard. This track shouldn't be too bad for tyre wear as long as you stay out of trouble with the walls. That's going to be the big one. And I think we're ready. We're just going to dive in. Let's get on with it then. Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. 5 red lights are on. Oh, and I almost jumped the start there, but we've done all right. I'm not too worried about trying to jump Oscar at turn 1, but if there's an opportunity to go around the outside, I've got to try and take it. Look at that immediately. Okay, Oscar broke early, gave me the room. And I will say thank you very much. Apparently we've got a warning for a collision with him. I don't quite know how we managed that, but straight into P1 then. Whoa. I've led a lap every single race so far this season, I believe. Maybe not a Suzuka, actually. And I intend to keep that streak up as best as I can. Straight to P1 at the start here in Jeddah, as now we just got to try and manage it with heavy fuel and everything like that. Tsunoda still up in 3rd spot then. He needs another big result this weekend. And hopefully Red Bull's reliability will no longer keep harming him. As Russell and Leclerc inside your top 5. 5 cars from 5 different teams inside your top 5 at the start. So, I mean, this season, apart from Verstappen, a couple of times, has been pretty wide open so far. It's just normally been that Verstappen has ended up getting the big result. Kind of in a similar vein to 2023. Verstappen dominating, but everybody behind him is having a pretty good fight. I need to learn that corner much, much better than I am at the moment. That's going to be the big one. There's Oscar Piastri. I want to try and lead by the end of lap 1 if I can. But he and Tsunoda are going to try and potentially make it 3 wide into the final corner. Tsunoda thinks better of it down the inside there as Piastri tries to do the old up and under on me. Maybe able to get the run out of the final corner. I just want to lead. Come checkered flag. Yes, there we go. That's all I care about. We led a lap. I'm happy now to slot back in behind him. I had my moment in the sun, but if we can just stick with Oscar, I'll be pretty content. This is basically, yeah, just 50 laps of DRS games. Again, luckily, the bit where you got to be a bit more careful, the AI struggle out as well, so it bodes well. No, that doesn't bode well. I cannot hit that curb. You hit that curb, you're basically kissing goodbye to the DRS off the car in front of you.
Use that overtake button a bit more.
Oh, yeah, you can't trust the game to put you on the right tyres. It's painful when it happens, but it's a mistake we all learn from. I'm sorry to hear that, TDS, buddy. Oh, no. I'm not in the DRS, am I, I don't think? Oh, no, I might be. Yeah, we are. Okay. Scott Andrews, thank you for the follow, mate. I hope you're doing well. Oh, no, I thought... Where's the DRS detection point? I could have sworn it said we were under a second away. That's weird. Now we are again. Okay. So Oscar's already trying to run away then. If we can try and stick with him and maybe get Tsunoda out of the range, that would work quite well. I mean, this is the thing. The DRS is just so powerful here. You can keep up with a much quicker car. As hopefully Sonoda will get a bit distracted. Kobayashi, Belgium. Yeah, they got second and fourth, didn't they, on the grid? And then both... Were they both involved in the accident at turn 1? Caused by Maldonado? Caused by Grosjean even? I think they were, weren't they? Next race on Arbus. Not sure I fancy that. That'll be scary. Right, come on. As long as we get Yuki out of the range, that's kind of the important bit. We've probably just about got enough in the right places, especially with the battery, to keep up with Oscar. Oh, there you go. Verstappen and Leclerc already having a bit of a battle, so that's meant your top 3 have kind of broken away. Sonoda, Piastri, and Nico Hulkenberg battling for the win, chat. Don't think that's ever happened before. Yeah, at least this race isn't wet. That is rather useful. It is weird, because around a lot of tracks you want to just use little bits of ERS wherever you can. Around Jeddah you kind of want to just use it in a couple of big chunks, just to make sure you're kind of keeping up with the AI. Yeah, I don't think Sauber have had a front row start in the hybrid era, have they? And they weren't that great in 2013 either. So I think, yeah, 2012, probably you're probably bang on, I would have thought. Unless we're forgetting, like, a really random one. So if you don't know what Arvis is, chat, Google it. It was basically a motorway with 2 ridiculously banked corners at either end. Or 1 ridiculously banked corner. But Jamie was telling me a story of someone there, I think it was back in the late 50s, that went over the top of the banking. They obviously immediately... So they found his car, and obviously it was on fire, so they assumed that obviously he just burnt to a cinder in it. Except for because there were no seatbelts back then, he'd actually been ejected from the car, landed in a bush, and was absolutely... Well, not absolutely fine, still had a few broken bones and stuff. But it actually, yes, not having a seatbelt, bizarrely, it actually saved his life. Which I wouldn't recommend as advice, generally. But in that one case, did work out well for him. I might up the AI difficulty as well. But to be fair, 100 seems to be a pretty good balance. I think Gary was saying he's only on like 102. So I might just up it a little bit. But we'll wait and see. Hey, welcome in order. Hope you're doing well, mate. There we go. Leclerc and Verstappen now starting to maybe work together a little bit. The Sonoda is already falling back into their clutches. But I'm happy just to spend 49 laps staring at the back of Oscar Piastri. As long as I can make a move on the final one, that is all that matters. We could be in for either a really exciting race or one of the most boring ones you ever did see.
At the moment, just focus on the driving.
I don't even believe the sale was started on the front row in Canada 2008. It was just obviously the race was a crazy one. AI cannot get promoted in NASCAR 25, sadly. They also don't ever quit or anything, which is a little bit of a shame. There's definitely a few issues still with the career mode, but still. Like, depending on how long it takes us, I'll probably end up doing, obviously, 1 season of ARCA, hopefully only one... Oh, there you go. Hopefully only 1 season of Truck and Xfinity, and then probably a couple of seasons of Cup, and that should probably give us, what, close to 200 races? Just with how long the NASCAR schedule is. And by then, probably NASCAR 26 will need to be coming out. Oh yeah, I want to see Brad Smith in the Cup Series. The veteran.
Gap to your teammate behind, 11.
So that's the other thing as well, chat. I've got to make sure here that I'm good. If we're going to run wide, trying not to get a warning. Arvis does has a hotel, I believe. So, Tsunoda hasn't quite fallen back into the clutches of Leclerc and Verstappen yet. But it is quite interesting. Just Piastri seems to be comfortably quicker than everybody else. And we're just hanging on to his coattails. But there's one Haas that I can see as well that's quite lonely in this race. I can only assume that's Ocon, who's got away from everybody else, but can't keep up with the cars in front of him. 200 races, that's over half a year. Well, the thing is, once kind of the hype starts to simmer down for NASCAR, it'll probably go down to like 4 races a week, something like that. So it should keep us occupied pretty nicely. Oh no. As long as I stay in the DRS of Oscar.
If you think you can get past, make use of the overtake button and see what you can do.
But as I've said before, I want to do more NASCAR and MotoGP content. And obviously now a set of course a rally.
Okay, the car ahead's beginning to pull away. You know what to do.
Yep, sitting his DRS mark. That's exactly what I'm doing. Oh, that could have been GG. Sometimes you get a weird thing where it kind of slides you down the wall rather than actually allowing the wheel to kind of get stuck in it. That was one of those moments. I could have been punished there. Luckily, we weren't. Yeah, that's the other one. I've just got to be careful with the tyres. We're doing alright so far. 2% a lap's not bad. As long as we can get kind of to about... I basically want to pit with Oscar, don't I, sensibly? Unless he's 2-stopping. If he pits before lap 20, I'm going to assume he's 2-stopping. Of course, the tyres as well will start to fall off. And that'll make managing, and obviously we know how good that McLaren is at looking after its tyres. So that will make managing them even more difficult. So Leclerc now might get the run away from Tsunoda and Verstappen as well then. As Yuki seems to be going backwards. Maybe just had a bit too good of a start to really maintain. I mean, Oscar's pace is just very good here at the moment. He's not got any kind of DRS games to play. He's just keeping me with him. Otherwise, yeah, he'd be waltzing away from the rest of the field. Nico Hulkenberg. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Yeah, Leclerc then's been able to get away from Tsunoda and Verstappen, who seem to be battling with each other a bit. I know I keep saying it, but it is just one of those tracks, I mean, all street circuits, where you've just got to be comfortable with the car you've got underneath you. And I feel like we are figuring out this Sauber, kind of how to drive it, so that you can kind of... It's kind of weird, because the way to maximise the speed is not actually by really pushing it. You kind of almost want to underdrive it, and it kind of gives you more. It's a very, very weird experience, but I feel like we're adapting to it quite well. I mean, you could see in qualifying, obviously, I was trying to overdrive it a bit. And then we then obviously made more mistakes. I'd be so interested to read through a Formula 1 driver contract. Just because it'd probably be quite fascinating, all the random stuff that is in there that you'd never think about as a casual fan. Hey, welcome in, Duffy. Hope you're doing well, mate.
Okay, Nico, Piastri's ahead of you. They're holding us up now, so let's please try and get past as soon as possible and get on with our race. Push.
I don't think Mark quite gets how this race is working so far. I don't think Piastri is holding me up too much. In fact, I think even if we drained our battery, there's a very slim opportunity that I'll actually get past him. But I guess we'll try and make sure that we do then. Just to make sure that we keep Mark happy. And I'll try and get on with it sooner rather than later. Oh no, dirty air. Come on, it's so tricky. You just don't... You kind of under-rotate that inside wheel and it just does not bite through there. It can be super punishing.
Okay,
that was not actually what I intended to do there. Keep the place, Oscar. I don't want you to think I'm trying to go for it. I'm happy just to give back up the spot. Yeah, 56-page contract for an F1 contract actually doesn't seem crazy to me. It might be on like size 2 font. We are getting away from Leclerc at a couple of tenths a lap. Seems to be the Red Bulls kind of holding everybody up, weirdly. Hamilton's now gone past as well. But yeah, Oscar and I are steadily getting away from Charles. Just kind of working together at this stage. I will gift a sub if Matt doesn't get a track limits penalty. Get it screenshot, chat. Get it pinned. This will be now where Matt immediately gets a penalty. See, look at that. We're not right under Oscar's rear end. It's all right through there. Doesn't understeer too badly. Yeah, we're trying to get on with the Hulk series a little bit more. I don't know, chat. What do you guys feel? Do you prefer me doing 2 races in a stream or just 1? So I'm really interested to learn your guys' perspective. Obviously, sprint weekends, I'll only do 1. Otherwise, I'll be here for about a week. But what do we prefer? Just doing 1 race a go? 2 races a go? 2 races?
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 21.0.
2 when I'm not in the office. Fair enough. I mean, I'll keep mixing it up anyway. And obviously, you know, some of them will be done at this kind of time, others will be done later on in the evening. I mean, this stream all in is probably going to be, what, about 4.5 hours? Which isn't bad going, I don't think. I certainly don't think I could do more than 2.
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on.
Otherwise, I would just be a sweaty mess. I guess I kind of like trying to stream up towards kind of around the 4-hour mark a bit more often. I know obviously some streams that isn't really possible. Like, for example, co-op is obviously quite high energy. This series we do get to kind of chill a bit more, relax a bit. Ah, there you go, yeah. I think with obviously the full qualifying session in this series, it does add about an extra 15 minutes on. And I guess. So if I do 2 races, it's an extra half hour, isn't it? I guess it also kind of just depends on what races it is as well. Like I said, sprints obviously take a bit longer.
Still looking good.
Like Shanghai, had we not had the mechanical failure, was probably going to take us all in 3.5 hours-ish. Kota would probably be about that. Some of those longer race weekends can be quite brutal. But then on the other hand, it was why I wasn't too worried about doing a double up today. Because obviously Jeddah's normally quite a short race. I mean, we're already quarter distance in this one. But obviously, yeah, Miami, for example, next week, that'll only be a 1-race stream. Although I guess, obviously, we'll probably do another one on Friday. We'll do Imola. Monaco as well is probably one I'd want to try and keep as a 1-race stream. Just because Monaco can be brutal. But I will try and mix it up between 1 and 2s where I can. Oh, Esteban Ocon's gone. Oh, VSC. Oh, that's all right.
Virtual safety car. Reduce speed immediately and keep a positive delta.
This will be where I lose a load of time now to Piastri. Because he's able to stay right at the delta and I can. I don't think it's worth the box for hards yet. I don't even think we'll get a chance to be honest. I don't think we'll get back round. Yeah, there you go.
Safety car is ending. Maintain your pace.
Oh, it's going to come in at a really awkward time, isn't it?
VSC ending. Wait for the greens.
Oh, there we go. We actually did pretty well off that. Might be able to get closer to a run on Oscar.
Clear, green flag.
No DRS though, annoyingly. Box for full wets. This is the Grand Prix, yes. Hence why I'm just sat behind Oscar Piastri for hours on end. Who's the most famous person that follows you? I think Rotashaw still follows me on Twitter. I think my most subscribed subscriber is Game Riot, who's got like 2 million subs. But he's quite into his F1 as well. But then again, I've had like a few celebrities on TikTok and stuff, for example. Sam Ryder, he's quite into his Formula 1, he follows me. One of David Beckham's sons followed me for a while. And a few other kind of random bits and pieces. So this is round 5 of 24. But this series will probably be more than one season. Unless by some miracle I win the championship first go. This series will probably be at least 2 seasons worth. And then after that I'll probably try and do an Alex Dunn career mode. Any advice for beginners playing F1 25? I mean, if you're trying to learn, like, no assist and stuff, it can be quite difficult. But honestly, I would just say, like, do career mode. Try not to use too many rewinds, try to learn. And to be honest, the best thing is probably just underdrive the car slightly, if you're learning. But do races against AI, don't be afraid to try and go for stuff. Learn from your mistakes. Don't hit that curb. Don't hit that curb. That got scary. ZZ, thank you for the follow. I hope you're doing well. Like, I would love to be in a position in the future, chat. I know we talk about it quite a lot. Where like, I could maybe jump on and stream Monday through Friday. Like, of an afternoon, something like that. That'd be quite fun. Joining Mercedes, replacing Kimi doesn't seem unreasonable. Kind of depends what you want to do with your series, I guess. I don't think I've had a single warning just yet. I could be wrong, but I think I've got away with 0 so far. I probably could have had one, but I remembered to live down. So next stream will be Thursday night. We are kickstarting the new iRacing Creator Series with the F4 Championship. So looking forward to that. So that's basically our Thursday night sorted out now towards the end of the year. So yeah, obviously we've got this stream today, nothing tomorrow. Because Wednesday is normally a day where I try and record a few bits. Or record a few extra bits. Thursday is iRacing Creator Series. Friday will be the George Russell career mode. And then Saturday, Sunday will be Le Mans.
Okay, Nico. Engine's running very, very hot.
You've got to not give warnings consent. That's the way to go. I don't consent to getting a track limits warning. Am I still inside the range? I think we were, yeah, just about again. I think Oscar's trying to see if he can get a bit of a break from me. Yeah, we're just pulling away from Leclerc still. Hamilton and Verstappen have really dropped back as well, so... Oh yeah, I had a warning for a collision, but that doesn't matter. Luckily. They don't count towards like a penalty or anything.
If you think you can get past, make use of the overtake button and see what you can do.
Hey, welcome in, Callum. I hope you're doing well, mate. We have only been live for a few minutes. You know, like 200 of them. But I hope you're well, mate. I mean, I guess they do kind of use an AI for incident checking. But it's just not that kind of... It's fairly basic. Nope.
The car ahead's starting to create a gap. They're just starting to pull away from us now.
Yeah, the understeer on this Sauber can be quite bad in places. Probably not helped by my driving style either, but... I'm just trying to keep up with Oscar for as long as I can. Ooh, easy. Yeah, he seems to be able to get a really good run on me out of here. That's kind of where he's gaining quite a lot at the moment, where I'm having to use a lot of battery. And of course, that DRS just gives you so much time around the rest of the lap. Yeah, you gotta remember, like, F1, EA, or Codemasters have used AI forever. Artificial, definitely. Intelligent, eh. Yeah, take the rest of the evening, Callum, to think about what you've done. We're all very disappointed.
Car behind is dropping back by about 0.3 a lap. Well done.
Oh, I almost went through the back of Oscar then because I didn't realise I had the battery still on. That's a bit sketchy. It would be quite funny if we basically just spent 50 laps behind Oscar. Oh, there we go. Bortoletto's on a 2-stop. That screwed him over.
Is in the pits now.
There we go. We might see very soon then whether Oscar is 1 or 2 stopping. Ugh. Oh, come on, I'm losing so much now. You can definitely see the AI's tyre advantage starting to come in. I think we might have been out of the range. Yeah, again there. Oscar Piastri just pulling away a little bit. That'll be just my luck, isn't it? As soon as I talk about how we might just be able to sit behind him forever, you know, immediately don't. Was I back in the range there? Yes, I was. Wonderful. Right, go, go, go. Right, is Oscar 2-stopping, chat? Or is he just going to 1-stop? I'm hoping he 1-stops. A 2-stop just is not worth it here, unless you keep hitting walls. Oscar, I believe, is 1-stopping. Wonderful. Disappointed you, Matt. That's a bonus. Yeah, Oscar must be doing a 20-stop strategy. I think the most I've ever seen an AI do on the game is about 8. Then again, we've had a couple of crazy races already on this game. I mean, we had, what, 3 and 4 stops in a sprint in Shanghai a couple of weeks ago. That was quite good. Oh, come on. Stay with Oscar. I just can't get on the throttle as early as the AI can out of it. And nothing a bit of battery can't solve. Ow. Yeah, Leclerc's now not really losing anything to us either. So I think we're just beginning to struggle. We're just now really just trying to keep up with Oscar. Never mind sitting in behind him, we're just trying to keep up now. And there is a difference. What Hogwarts house am I? I've got no idea. Matt212, bless her, reckons I'd be a, what's it called? Oh no, Bortoletto! Big Gabby B's out of it, chat. No. 2 Ferrari engines already gone up in smoke tonight. Very, very early for him, but... My Gabby B. What's happened to him? I think that looks like a mechanical failure. We might be able to see it when we get round there, but I can't believe it. No points
the car
tonight.
behind is dropping back by about 0.3 a lap. Well done.
Yeah, that's mechanical. That's definitely mechanical where he's parked. Hasn't been a collision or anything like that. Oh, that's close to a warning. Am I a Hufflepuff, am I? Big F for the big G. We hate to see it. Surely the Constructors' Championship is gone now. I don't think that was ever really in contention. Unless we have the season of all seasons.
Gabriel's dropped out of the race.
Oh, man. Why are you doing this to us, Mark? Spread love, not hate. Ugh. Yeah, the race labs telemetry is very good.
Great stuff. It looked like you made easy work of that target. Let's try and keep that going right through to the end of the race.
Yeah, the race labs display is quite nice. It's also a really good learning tool for others to kind of watch. Yeah, Mark is a 10 out of 10 rage beta. He annoys me far too often inside this game. Uh-oh. Easy. I mean, the thing is, it's not uncommon to get a red flag here either. Just an AI spins out at like turn 2. And then you just get a couple of cars get caught up behind it, and that's an immediate red flag. Come on, back end. Gasly? Okay. God, that Alpine engine must be on fire. Yeah, or I bottle it. That's the other one. I could easily hit the inside wall through turn 3 or something. The thing is as well, at the moment, chat, I'm basically going to have to pit exactly when Piastri does. Otherwise, he'll probably undercut me by loads. I don't want to pit before him, because I'm genuinely worried as well that he'll have the pace to overcut me. Hope you managed to overtake Oscar. I mean, I probably could overtake Oscar, but then he just goes straight back past me. Oh, we're definitely starting to lose a bit of braking performance in the dirty air, though. Oh, I wasn't trying to actually get alongside him. Or just go past him. Why didn't I think of that? If I know... What I might try and do, chat, is on the box-in lap, I might try and jump him. Which I think is either end of 23 or end of 24. And then if he pits, he pits. If he doesn't, we both go 1 lap longer. Which will help us in the second run. But again, this is normally one of those races where the first set of tyres, it's more painful than the second. You basically sacrifice a little bit of speed early on to hopefully be a bit stronger later on in the race. You seem to be later on the brakes there. I'll accidentally overtake him in the pit lane. That would be quite good. What's the deal with boxing? Undercut. Is an undercut a thing in boxing? I just thought it was an uppercut. Oh no, I've got something in my eye, chat. Have you ever wondered what Oscar Piastri's backside looks like? Well, come to our Matt212 stream and you can sit behind it for an hour and a half. curb. Just get that occasional run through here where everything seems to go wrong. No! I said everything goes wrong. Oh! Damn it! Well, now we might have to try an undercut. Back end then just completely broke free. Nothing I could do about that. It was fine, it was fine, it was gone. I'm happy we kept it out of the wall, but... I can't remember what the McLaren looks like. I need to see it again. Well, that's a warning. Come on.
You should be feeling the effects of some tyre wear.
Hey, you don't
soon,
say,
so
Mark.
stay on your toes.
Mark again, rage-baiting me, as he so often does. Damn it! I think, like I said, that's my first warning of the day. Ah. Yeah, I don't want to box just yet. Although we could try and undercut Oscar, I guess. You know what? We'll try and undercut him. Maybe we get some slipstream off someone else. Maybe some DRS. There we go. That's alright then. We'll have a drink as well. Yeah, tyres were really giving up. I had no idea that Verstappen and Hamilton were still battling. Oh, is that a slow stop? No. Okay.
Mate, that's it. Go, go, go. That was a fantastic stop. Faster than we were expecting. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go.
Okay, Fernando Alonso, random new fastest lap of the day. Love to see that for Fernando. But there we go. We haven't got any dirty air either, so that's worked out all right. Now, if Oscar's not given priority pit stop, there is a chance. Because obviously these fresh hards will be, hopefully, quite beautiful for a few laps. Don't get another warning. See how much we can take out of Max and Lewis. See, normally this is vice versa. Where they've pit and I'm just trying to hang on for a few extra. But not tonight. We've already taken over a second out of them. I mean, tyre whisperer, 27 laps around here on the hard shouldn't be that difficult. Should be fairly manageable. Purple through that middle sector immediately. This is good. It's exactly what we need. Piastri does another one. So, are we seeing any AI in? Charles Leclerc's not in either. Maybe the AI just going to keep trying to extend a little bit longer. Verstappen and Hamilton staying out, so... Yeah, the AI are trying to extend this stint just a little bit more.
And gap to the car in front, 5.5 seconds.
Nose, rotate. These are critical laps in this race. These need to be qualifying laps if we want to try and get back to Oscar. I'm not actually worried about undercutting him. I just want to be back with him, which I guess is an undercut in of itself, but it's still useful. Oh, boy. I've got way more braking performance now than I'm used to, and way more front end bite. I mean, we've taken, what, 3 seconds out of Max and Lewis in a lap and a half, so you would expect us to be pretty good, but of course now Oscar will obviously have all of the advantage towards the end of the race, and we were already seeing in that first stint how much he was gaining on me, so I'm hoping he doesn't do it again. No, don't get a warning. That's a good way to just throw a couple of tenths out. There you go, Oscar's in. This is going to be moment of truth, chat. AI have basically gone half distance in this race. I think we're going to be close, but I'm not quite sure we're going to be quite there again. Oh, as Hamilton stays out for yet another one. That could be useful if he holds up Oscar a little bit. So here comes Piastri. There you go, new fast lap of the day.
Lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done.
We are ahead of him temporarily. Of course, he'll have the quicker way out of the pit lane. But we have done it. Up then now into effectively the net lead of the Grand Prix by 3 seconds ahead of Oscar. So that's been a huge undercut. in this Grand Prix. Let's try and get some DRS off of Hamilton. Yes, we'll try and claim anything else I can at the moment. But yeah, that has worked out beautifully after a couple of little mistakes. Oh, don't get up on that curb. I was honestly not expecting that. I don't think Piastri got held up behind Leclerc in the pit stops or anything. But definitely, yeah, struggled way more than I thought he would. Just try and make sure, yeah, we will be in the range of Lewis as well. So this is working out beautifully for us. Make sure we claim that free bit of DRS. And then I'll probably try and go for the move down towards the end of the lap. Beautiful. As we are up to half distance then in this Grand Prix, things at the moment looking pretty good. Come on. Come on. Come on.
The car behind you's just come in for the hard tyres.
Yep, I know.
The car behind running hard tyres.
Well, let's try and get big speed over Lewis. Is he going to defend? Yes, he is. I mean, look at that, though. Clean around the outside, and Lewis knows it's not his fight at the moment. Hulkenberg to the lead of the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix for, I believe, the first time since lap 1. There's Hamilton into the pit lane then, and we will do a 31.5. New fastest lap of the day. Now we basically have got to wait for Oscar to close back in. Because that's going to be what happens over the next few laps. Not that I'm worried about him closing back in. But it will just make life a bit more awkward. Alonso up to P3. But I believe that's because he's 2-stopping. Alonso quite often does that in this game. Has the speed, said 1 stop. And then 2 stops anyway. I don't know why. Second warning. I've got no more. AI is set to 110. Maxed out difficulty. I'll stop hitting the walls. Yeah, 1 more. And I'll get that penalty, but I'm going to try as hard as I can not to get it. Immediately gets it, probably, knowing me. I will probably hit a wall at some point. Yeah, what happens, Matt, if I crash the car? Does that count, or does that not count? So long as I don't get a track limits penalty from it. That was what we agreed, didn't we?
Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy.
Yeah, we just got to manage the battery later on. Feels like a cop-out to me. That's fair enough. Don't try to guilt-trip me with it. I might have found a way around your rules. Oh, well. I mean, Oscar's not even really closing back in just yet. Maybe he's just trying to be patient, wait towards the end of the stint, but... this is a 100% race. Oh, just you wait, Carl. I had 1 little bottle earlier on. A half spam. We lost about 4 seconds from it, but then we got a big undercut on Piastri through the pits. So it's going alright. If you're willing to sacrifice a win, I'm not going to stop you. Oh, he's trying to play with my psychology now. It's to be where I then deliberately crash the car but pick up a track limits warning anyway. That would be what I'd do, Matt. Ow. I've got to do anything for those subs. That would have been bad. Could have taken all these hypothetical questions out of consideration. How on earth was that purple? Are we getting quicker? Is this Sauber finally coming alive? I'm actually going to pull away from Oscar this lap, are we? They are actually managing this quite well at the moment, dare I say. Thing is, I know if we get the 3-second penalty, then I'm in big trouble. Go, 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 go. This isn't actually going to be a new fastest lap, is it? I had DRS the other time.
No need to worry about
how on earth?
For now, everything's looking good.
31-1. This car's getting quick. I have no feelings. I'm an emotionless robot. Oh, well. I'm Mike Myers in disguise. A slightly concerning thought. I don't think I am. Hey, what do you think of the Monza race, JW? Ow. I'm the king of the north. Turbo, thank you for the follow, mate. I hope you're doing well. Welcome on in. Hey, no worries, Muzz. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. Have a good one. And Jamie, thank you for the follow as well. Got to be getting closer to 8,600, chat. Half brick. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm hoping no bottles. It'll be towards the end, that's where it gets tough. Just as the ties begin to fade, Oscar probably starts closing in a bit more. That'll be where we need to focus. But if we can just manage this race at the front, that'll be good. I basically just don't ever want to give Oscar an opportunity. Ever give him a window to kind of get back in this fight. Ideally, I would like to try and keep him out of the 3-second range, just in case, or when I get a penalty. But failing that, as long as we can kind of stick with him if he does get back to us, that's kind of the important bit. Oh, 19 away from 8,600 then. Okay, we're closer than I thought we are. If you are watching this on YouTube or Kick or TikTok, anywhere else, please do consider dropping us a follow on Twitch at Matt212. We're trying to hit 10k over there by the end of the year. So it'd be greatly appreciated. Plus, Twitch is the only place that I do all of my live streaming. So it's the one place where you can access it all. So yeah, please do consider dropping us a follow over there. It is very useful. You can get some very high-end Fanatec stuff nowadays, Artie. Oh no, that's not good. Tyre warning light already. Oh, look at that. You can tell we've been nudging that wall, can't you? Gotta be better with that. Otherwise, that is going to give us a world of hurt later on. I don't actually know. I don't have any kind of live view count up anywhere. Ah, stop hitting that wall. We are on lap 31 of 50. There are 19 laps to go of this race. hey, enjoy it. All I would say is go on YouTube, make sure you get some good settings for it. Oh, please, Matt. Don't keep hitting that wall. Yeah, don't bottle races like I do. Whatever you see me doing, don't do that. Apart from Matt212 Racing for your setups, of course. Hey, Mark1 and Ethan. Hope you're doing well, mate. My favourite track is Spa on the F1 calendar. My favourite track generally is Nürburgring Nordschleife. Yeah, now Oscar's starting to reel me in a bit. Just got to be a bit more careful with that tyre. But again, if he does get to me, I'm happy to let him by and just sit behind him for a while. Manage this tyre wet. Make sure that we're all good to the end. And if we can keep him out of the DRS range for a bit longer, it does help us out. They were dupes. Oh no. Oh, they got both of you as well. That was incredible. Why is there a red sign? That is the tyre wear warning light because I keep scraping the walls. So I've just got to be careful with the tyres. It will be fine to the end as long as I don't keep hitting the wall with the front right. Well, this gap to Oscar's really is fluctuating quite a lot. You can tell there's parts of the track where I'm way more confident and parts where he is. Yeah, Oscar is doing very well. He is closing back in, but I would expect him to. He has got a quicker car than me. Your nan's toenails are crusty. Thank you for the follow. That might, I think, be the worst name I've ever seen on Twitch, but I appreciate it still. Free bird, yeah. That's what I'll play in my head when I overtake Piastri for the win on the final lap. Ugh! Oh, come on! I was too busy trying to read what Calstone put. They were already quicker than Red Bull before the summer break. There were a couple of technical directives that kind of brought Red Bull back. But then other teams had just caught them up. McLaren's design philosophy was arguably better than Red Bull's at that point. And Red Bull had kind of gone down one avenue and kind of explored everything they could with it. So the weird way tyre wear works on these games, chat, is that although if you hit a wall, your tyre wear goes up, unless you keep hitting walls, your tyre wear then actually won't move for a while. It basically kind of simulates that hit, but is still counting the number without it behind the scenes. It's really, really difficult to kind of describe, but it's basically lying to us. Yeah, we don't need to box. The tyre wear, literally, if I don't hit a wall again, we would get to the end of this race and that tyre will still be at 74. I mean, I will hit a wall again, so it's irrelevant, but it's just the weird way this game works. I would go with the Logitech G29, personally. Yeah, it's really difficult to kind of describe how the game works here. Max wasn't dominating before the summer break. He'd won the first few Grand Prix, and then by Miami, McLaren were basically there. He'd actually, I think one race he got lucky to win, hadn't he? Prior to that. Oh no, it was he'd had the DNF in Australia, wasn't it? But he probably wasn't going to win that race. Because Ferrari looked quick. You got to remember as well, by the end of 2023, Ferrari had caught them up. Like, Ferrari should have won Vegas. Everyone forgets that Max got quite lucky to take the win in Vegas. So it was kind of, it was a slow shift. It was just the fact towards the end of obviously McLaren, obviously Oscar won the sprint in Qatar. Other teams had already caught Red Bull up by the end of 2023. It was just the fact that Red Bull just kept winning still, for the most part. Well, throughout all of it, apart from Singapore. But Singapore was a bogey track anyway. Oh, we got yellow, Tsunoda! Don't say Tsunoda's gone again.
Okay,
safety car.
Safety car is
We got
out.
to pit. We're going to pit. We'll take some mediums.
Keep a close eye on that.
Is Tsunoda out of it? No, he's just spam. I thought Tsunoda was going to be out of his 4th race of the year.
Negative, which means you're going too fast. Reduce your pace.
Oh, man. Right, okay. That makes this race a bit more interesting. I've got to make sure that we don't get jumped by Leclerc. But will the AI pit? That's the other really interesting one. Have I got fresh tyres? Oh, they are used, but that's fine. Are the AI pitting? No, Piastri stays out there. Wait, we'd lapped someone? We'd lapped Jack Doohan in this race. I hadn't even realised. So we're probably going to re-emerge in 3rd then. That's okay. But we're going to have much fresher, softer tyres than everybody else.
Okay, off we go. Back into the race. Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that.
So this could either be a race-winning move or a race-losing move. We'll have to wait and see as to how it goes. Yeah, it was a good stop by the team. The boys did well. Boys and girls. Don't now hit walls under safety car. That's not very useful. Yeah, these tyres are pretty much fresh. I don't get why in big 2025 they still can't let lap cars unlap themselves on these games. Weren't they able to do that back on like F1 2013? Reach max speed. Yeah, like the AI should be able to unlap themselves. But doing race now is obviously completely ruined. I mean, it was basically ruined anyway, but still. Oh, max pit. Okay. So at least one of the AI took a gamble. I mean, that works well for Alonso, because I think he was due to make his 2nd stop anyway. So it is a bit spicy. But we're going to be behind the safety car for a few laps. Can't believe both this and Bahrain now we've had late on safety cars. That might change the strategy. Yeah, Jack Doohan, he's doing well. Oh, exactly, Calstone. Max doesn't allow cars to unlap himself. Max doesn't get a say. He's not lapped anyone. It's only Oscar and Charles. So basically now, in a couple of minutes, Doohan will be a lap behind everybody. And nobody else will get laps, I would have thought, in this race. Electronics are definitely on the way in. I do not want a mechanical failure here. If both Saubers blow up in this race, I'll be pretty disappointed. I think if F1 knew what the next few years were going to look like, they wouldn't have done what they did. I think they were just so desperate to have a new winner that they would have just ended that race under safety car. It is very difficult to do. It depends on the track you're on, to be honest. But my best ERS strat, I basically leave it in none all of the time and just use overtake mode where you need to try and keep up. But it is very difficult to do otherwise. Oh no, I've got no pressure in the tyres. We had got through a fair bit of extra fuel in this race. We still were going to have enough of that safety car. We had got through quite a bit of it. Is that where you live, is it, Depot? The Isle of Coquet? Yeah, leave it in none all the time and just use overtake mode. It's the best advice I can give. It seems to be quicker on this year's game. So we're basically going to end up with about a 10-lap shootout towards the end. If we can get back to the front and get away from Oscar, even if we then get the 3-second penalty, hopefully we'll hang on. I think this safety car has given us a bit of a lifeline though today, because our tyre wear was not going to be fun towards the end. Ah, fair enough, Depot. Yeah, stay in none pretty much all the time and just use overtake mode. It's the best way. Yeah, we pit because my tyres were pretty old anyway, and plus I knew we'd only come out in P3. I'm just hoping Doohan doesn't hold us up. How does that even work? Because F125 isn't that balanced. Basically, the time you gain from having the car in overtake mode outweighs the time you lose being in none. 69% of the vote is currently correct. What's that vote for? How weird. Oh, yeah, P2, P3. I think it could be on, but I want to get a win. Surely safety car's in this time. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, let's get ready to go racing again. The
right, come on then.
In this lap. When the field accelerates, remember there's no overtaking until the timing line. Safety car in this lap.
Mainly use overtake on corner exit. If you watch what I'm doing, you'll get a good idea. Right, basically 1/4 of this race still to go though. Piastri now in front. I've got to try and find a way around Doohan as soon as I can. Where's Oscar going? About there. Right, I need to try and get the run on Doohan nice and quickly. Oh, we'll pretty much nail it, I think. Beautiful! Lose as little time as possible behind Jack, despite the fact he would have got out of the way anyway. But now try and ease these medium tyres in. Don't do anything too crazy. I mean, for Piastri, I'm sure he's going to be a little bit gutted if he loses second place in this race, because he's basically been... It's been one of us leading basically since the start. But Hamilton then, already starting to drop away a little bit. Going to be interested to see where Verstappen comes in this race. That was not good. Luckily, we got fresh tyres. Oh, I'll make sure I don't lose the DRS.
We've got a lot of spare energy. Okay to use your overtake button.
I mean, yeah, we've got a lot more braking performance, haven't we? We're able to get much, much closer, but Piastri's trying to check out at the front again. He does not want to end up battling with myself. Come on, nice and easy, nice and easy. Yeah, he's already got the gap over Leclerc, so we need to try and find a way around Charlie.
Okay, no
I got the jump on a lap car. I was proud of myself, absolutely. Oh, what's happened to Hamilton? He's dropping back immediately. Bit weird. Thing is, you never know what the lap cars are going to do, so just trying to get past them is super important. Norris trying to make the move, so... I mean, your top 5 is exactly the same 5 cars as it was at the end of Bahrain. But how will we stay here? Yeah, Oscar's got... Wow. Oscar is flying along towards the end. He wants this win still. But he knows once I get past Leclerc, hopefully we'll start reeling him in. Come on, Charles. Get on with it. How are you losing so much time so quickly? Yeah, never use hot lap on this game. It's apart from qualifying runs, it's not worth it. Oh, it's close to that wall without hitting it as we dare. But this is where we've got to try and get the rump. Cannot afford to sit behind Charlie. Because Oscar Piastri already a 2-second gap at the front. We might genuinely not be able to get back to him in this race. We might genuinely struggle. Don't really want to go for it into here. Oh, wash the dirty air though. Come on. Right, now we've got to go. Try and use this DRS to slingshot ourselves a little bit closer to the McLaren man. Round the outside of Charles though we will go. And back up then into P2 of this race. Where we spent so much time early on in the afternoon. Get on the power.
Nice
Come
move.
on.
Keep going.
Now we've got to try and get back within Oscar Piastri's range as soon as we can. But we might drag Leclerc back towards him as Charles Leclerc really, really fast back in towards turn 1. Hasn't got the confidence though on the brakes. Says, oh no, my TV warning. My TV's going to turn off in 5 minutes, chat. This is not good. Right, come on. Go, 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 go. Almost already back inside the range though. As we have dragged Charles Leclerc back a lot closer. Oscar Piastri's huge bolt off at the front might not have worked.
Than we need, so let's push and use it all up.
Yep, I'd love to be able to burn through all the extra fuel, Mark, but I'm not sure how I'm going to do that without different modes. Give me a rich revs back. Oh, come on. Oh, there we go. We're back in the range. This is good. That's the really important bit. No, we're not, are we? Yes, we are. That's fine. I'll make sure I sort out my TV when we start the next lap. Oh no, I didn't use any battery there. That's cost us the DRS again. Come on, Matt. We're better than this. There we go. That should be good. Back in the range. Back in the range. Wonderful. Box retire the car. I'm hoping that's not going to happen.
We're increasing our gap on the car behind by around a second a lap.
Oh, we are managing this. We're managing this pretty well at the moment. Oh, come on. Oh, we just get a little wash of understeer through the exit there. Wanted to take me out towards the wall. Oh!
We've got a great chance of taking this position. Come on, you know what to do.
I'm trying, Mark. I don't want to just burn everything up, though. Oscar's found something towards the end of this race. I mean, look at that. Your top 5 have gone from everybody else. So Verstappen's in trouble, even if he does get back to the front of that group. No idea what's happened to Lewis. He must have picked up damage or something. Get closer, get closer, get closer. I had one of my best ever races in the LH44 career mode out in Brazil against Oscar Piastri. Are we potentially going to have a similar story here? Let's wait and see. Yeah, if I know what to do, why is Mark constantly screaming at me on the radio, telling me what to do? I just want to make sure when I go for it that I've got as much battery in the car as possible. That way we can try and break the DRS immediately. That's kind of the goal at the moment. I don't care when we get past him, as long as I get past him A, before the end, and B, with basically a full charge. We do have good sticking power through the S's. I'm happy with the amount of wing we opted to run today. look how much we gain on the apexes. Really getting that throttle down. That's close. This is how much overtake you need to use off the exit there to stay close to the AI. And even then, once you're in the DRS, you're still really losing out. Don't get a warning. Right, are we ready? I think we've got to go. Let's see if we can try and get Oscar. I think we've got to try and go for it back towards turn 1. Because that'll be our best chance of getting away from him. But just a handful of laps to go then. Of this Grand Prix right now. We are still managing things. We are still doing alright. Oh, slide up against that wall again. Right, come on. Go, 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 go! To the outside for the lead of the Grand Prix. Nice and simple there, but that's not the difficult bit. The difficult bit is trying to get him out of the range. Come on. Push, push, push. Immediately we get 4/10 gap. Don't hit the inside wall. Don't run wide. Slide the car through. Now obviously Piastri's got to contend with the dirt yet. We can get him out of that DRS range before we get back round there. This would be glorious. Don't get a warning. Come on. Oh, I've messed that up royally. Not a chance we're going to be anywhere away from him. In fact, he's probably closer to me than I ever got to him by the time we get through those corners. Oh, come on, I upshifted. Don't now start messing me around, wheel. Tip the nose in. Get on that throttle. Oh, yeah, we're not going to get away. Yeah, definitely not going to get away this time. So I think Oscar will have us again. I don't even think Hamilton's going to score in this race, so of course I jinxed him by talking about how consistent he'd been in the opening couple of rounds. But here comes Oscar Piastri then, straight back around the outside, down in towards the final couple of corners, and back into P1. This is going to be a fight right to the bitter end between myself and the McLaren man. Can we get another run back in towards turn 1? Surely we're going to be able to. Surely we're going to carry the speed. Get as much of a slipstream as we possibly can. And again, Oscar does not have the confidence on the brakes. He knows our tyres are much fresher, much softer. And again, if we can just get the line right, we might be able to get away from him. Tip it in, that's much better. That's what we need through there. Nice and gentle over that outside curb. And just rotate the car through. Don't get on that outside curb. Oh, again! Again, I've just got the car not quite where I wanted it. Not as badly as last time, but still not very good there. 3/10 back. And I think, yeah, again, unless he makes an error, he's going to be able to apply some pressure to us. By the time we get back round towards the end of the lap, I just cannot risk sending it somewhere and picking up a penalty. I'm trying to push. Oh, we almost had him out of the range then. 9/10 of a second. That was super close by the time we got out onto this back stretch, but still not happening. Whoa, purple. And again, another wobble. And I think again, Oscar's probably going to have me down towards that final corner. There you go. I mean, look how much speed he's got.
Made that look easy. Nice work. That's why I love working with you. Smashed
Right,
it.
third time's the charm, chat. We've got to just keep doing this. See if we can try and get the run back on him. Oh, we're comfortably clear a lot earlier than we ever have done before. Come on. I think if we can't do it now, we've just got to accept this is going to be a battle to the flag. Oh, that was good. That was good. That was what we need. Bit more of that. Nicely wedging the car over the curb. Oh, no, still only 7/10.
Just focus on the driving.
Again, we're purple through that first sector. We've done it! 1 second! Come on, keep pushing. We might just have got him out of the range. I don't know how long for. Rears are already beginning to slide a bit. But we've done it. We've got Oscar Piastri out of the range. We're just 4 laps to go with this Grand Prix. How long will we be able to keep him out of the range, though, as I've got no battery once again, so I'm probably still going to be a bit of a sitting duck, but as long as I don't get a track limits penalty, surely we're in this fight towards the checkered flag. Oh, come on. Just got to keep working at it. Make sure that I don't let him get close. All the places I can't afford to let him get close there. 1.1 through the final corner. Oh, there we go. Another new fastest lap.
Fastest lap of the race so far.
That's good. And now with Oscar out of the range, we know hopefully we can try and gap him by a few more tenths through this first sector. This is where this Sauber car has come alive all weekend. We've constantly been setting purples through here throughout all the qualifying. And Oscar Piastri and I, well, we have been comfortably the class of the field throughout the entirety of the weekend up to this point. But there's still 3 more laps to try and hang on. 3 more laps where these tyres could break free. And we could lose traction where I could turn in too early. Hit a wall, do something stupid. I'm not called Bottle Job 212 for nothing on this game. So you can see Hamilton now is basically at the rear of the field later on in the day. So huge disappointment for him. Oh, come on, come on. Get the car up against that wall again, but don't hit it. Manage the pace, manage the speed. 1.7 seconds now to Oscar. I think he maybe is just beginning to accept that unless our tyres fall off in the last couple of laps, he is not going to be able to do anything about this. We've just got the speed. We've got the confidence in this Sauber. Yeah, they're battling for P3 incredibly aggressively. A little bit further back, and all that is doing is helping Verstappen get much, much closer to the lot of them. Because he is only a handful of seconds away. 3 laps to go of the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. We're still setting good lap times at the moment. We are still pulling away from Oscar. Oh, don't lock the rears now. Don't add a half spin. Don't do anything stupid, please. We've driven pretty well up to this point, but I know it can still go wrong. Oh, yeah, the rears are starting to go. They are starting to fade here late on in the day. We've just got to try and manage them. Don't over-push them. Don't do anything, you know, to put the car in a position of danger. We've just got to try and keep driving. Kin, thank you for the follow. I hope you're doing well. We'll come on in to some very intense final laps. Oh, here from Jeddah. Come on, nice and easy. Nice and easy. Tip the car through. Get it rotated. I can feel those rear tyres starting to give up. Yeah, Russell, Norris and Charles Leclerc are really going for it, but I think they've left Leclerc behind. So both Ferraris then completely falling apart in speed towards the end of the afternoon here. Big disappointment for them, as they look to be very, very competitive throughout the early stages. But yeah, McLaren obviously have a win. Sauber have a win. Red Bull have 2 wins from the opening couple of Grand Prix. It doesn't look like Red Bull are going to win again tonight. So who will be joining them in the 2-win club? 2 more laps here from Saudi Arabia. We are desperately just trying to hang on. The gap, 1.6 seconds still to Oscar Piastri. Further behind, as long as we don't make a mistake. Oh, come on, nice and easy. Those rears are going. They are going, not quite gone. Don't hit that wall. I'm starting to give that corner even more space. Even more room to maneuver myself. Just in case we get a bit of oversteer. Just in case we hit a curb, the car tries to break free. In case I mess up the battery usage somewhere. I've done that before. Accidentally left the car in overtake mode on corner exit, and it punishes you. Because the car will just immediately try and over-rotate. 2 seconds now, that gap to Oscar temporarily. Still wanted it up at 3 if I could, just in case I got track limits penalty. But surely now, with a lap and a half to go, we've just got to keep this car out of trouble here. Get it to the flag. And make sure we have got the advantage we need. I know Oscar Piastri will push hard on that final lap. The AI on this year's game will save some battery, try and go for it on the final lap of the Grand Prix. But at the moment, we are still just inching away. Yeah, I believe firmly if I talk about bottling it, hopefully I won't bottle it. Either that, or I'll give myself a commentator's curse. The important bit is there's no way I can win. Whatever I do, I will bottle it. That is the Matt212 way.
Okay,
One more lap to
final
go
lap
then.
Final
Here
lap.
from Saudi Arabia. And well, I'll be honest, coming into this weekend, I was hoping that we could be confident. But I know just how easy it is to make a mistake here and how relentless the AI speed can be over a full 50-lap run. But we made our life a bit difficult in qualifying. We had a couple of big moments. But luckily still got the lap together in the end to go slower than Oscar Piastri but quicker than everybody else. And well, throughout the entirety of this Grand Prix, it has been the two of us that have absolutely dominated proceedings here. We sat behind the McLaren early on. We got a decent undercut and held the margin. And then Yuki Tsunoda with a little spin later on in the day gave us a lifeline to pit for fresher tyres. We took back the lead after a few laps of battling with Oscar. And then we've just tried to manage the gap in these final few laps. Don't get a track limits penalty now. Otherwise, hopefully, there is going to be basically nothing that can stop us towards the end of this Grand Prix. It has been tough. It has been hard fought. But it goes to show, you bring this Sauber to a quick circuit. We came alive in Australia. Again, getting a little bit lucky with strategy. Here today, though, we have had the speed all weekend long. Oscar Piastri, you can see he's using everything now to try and get back to us. Right towards the very end. But surely with one corner to go, it is not going to be enough. Out of the final corner, it is going to be P1 here in Jeddah. Win number 2 for the Hulkmeister. Get in there.
Absolutely awesome.
Oh, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that, chat. That was a good race. I honestly, I was getting a little bit worried in the early stages there that it was just going to be sat behind Oscar all day and try and go for a run.
Can grab a podium and a podium for victory. Hulkenberg wins.
Hulkenberg takes the victory, baby. We love it.
Well,
We
all came
absolutely
good in the
love
end
it.
for them, but it wasn't an easy start. Not the most straightforward of days, but I think it shows.
Oh,
great
man, I'm
strength
shattered.
in an athlete as
That
a
is
driver
two
and
intense
can
races we've done
overcome a day
today.
like this and walk away still with a victory.
Oh, man, I'd love to see
From
this
lights
IRL, to
out
be honest.
the
I'd like to see
checkered
Hulk win a
flag.
race. That'd be
This
quite
is
cool.
what they're racing for. It's points.
Oh,
and
I'm
a
happy.
trip to the
I'm happy
podium.
with that. Congratulations if you
The
won
others
some noggins
breathe
as well.
with envy. It's
We came
victory for the
P5 in
Hulk.
Bahrain.
Nico Hulkenberg on
Ultimately, we
top
didn't have the
step of
space, the
podium.
pace to keep up with the Ferrari or the McLarens. Or Verstappen. Oh no, both Red Bulls broke down, didn't they? Calstone, thank you for the 100 bits, buddy. Yeah, the safety car helped us out, definitely. And Matt as well, with the gifted to Eddie Small. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. A true man of your word. And honestly, I'm impressed I didn't get a penalty either. Oh, yeah, I'm going to have a big nap after this. Oh, what a tough
Well,
weekend.
that was certainly an
Great fun,
exciting
though.
weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for more
Max took my
exciting
fastest
Formula
lap.
One action
What a horrible
very
man.
soon.
Well, there we go then. 80 minutes worth of Grand Prix action, but only half a second in it come the checkered flag. Oscar Piastri half a second clear in qualifying. We were half a second clear come the finish there. Your top two absolutely dominated this weekend. George Russell, a brilliant drive to P3, must have jumped Lando Norris on the very last lap, as Norris, to be fair to him, 18th on the grid to almost a podium. Probably driver of the day there. Verstappen ended up P5, just ahead of Leclerc, Alonso, Tsunoda, with Gasly and Sainz rounding out your top 10. Antonelli just misses out ahead of Lawson, and then further down you can see, doing one lap down, Hamilton last of the runners on the lead lap, Bortoletto and Ocon, two Ferrari-powered cars that failed to see the checkered flag. What does that do to our championship? Well, it means now we are back to P2, only 15 points behind Verstappen. If we can maintain the momentum, surely we can try and be in the fight. Oscar Piastri up to P3 then ahead of Norris. Russell now up to P5 ahead of Leclerc and Hamilton, who are now tied on 51 points apiece. And then you can see Alonso ahead of Tsunoda and Antonelli. Constructors-wise, though, McLaren 18 clear of Red Bull in the Constructors. Ferrari dropped back down to P3. We're ahead of Merck. So maybe that's our battle throughout the course of the campaign. Effectively, myself versus Russell and Antonelli versus Bortoletto there. 69 points. It's a magical, magical number as well. As still we wait on VCarb to try and score their first points. Thank you all so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please do make sure you leave a like, get yourself subscribed, and we'll be back very soon when Formula One returns ready for the Miami Grand Prix.